Namaste, beloveds. This is Mother with Wisdom, and I want to take this time to say Happy New Year's, Happy 2014. And I just want to say I wish you abundance in this year. And the abundance I wish you is for self-knowledge, is for self-richness, for the wealth and the jewels that are your birthright, that you are able to tap into those resources, to that deep well that's within you that the ancestors left. Just like we tap into the earth for oil, we have an inner recess, an inner pool within us, an inner resource, and that resource is renewed each time we use it. And the more we use it, the more nourishment it is able to give us. And so I humbly wish you a abundant 2014 and New Year. I'm going to pull some cards. I have my favorite deck right now is the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, and this camera is zooming on its own. I'm going to grab the deck, pull from the deck. I'm going to shuffle, and the music you hear is Arabic, Turkish, Oriental Pearls. That's what's playing in the background as I shuffle this deck, and I'm going to clean it again. Cleaned it before I put it in the box, but I'll clean it again. And I use my breath to clean it, as I've shared with you before. I'm going to just pull one card today, and then I'm going to give you the revelations that Spirit gave to me. So here we go. And our card is, who is this? Haha. Mother of Blades, Libra, Skadi, the North Wind. Blondie, North Wind. What I was meditating on earlier, what caused me to choose this particular wig, I was communicating with one of my spirit animals, which happens to be a white wolf, a female white wolf that has been with me for a very long time. These 17 years, as a matter of fact. I put the card away, read it, and put it away. Okay, getting ahead of myself. Let's see what Skadi, the North Blade, is all about. The Mother of Blade, 76, and she is Libra. Okay, there we go. Skadi, this is what Ffiona Morgan has to say about this card. Skadi, the North Wind, Mother of Blades, Libra, Knight, Queen of Swords. Skadi, Great Goddess of Norway, presides over winter and the North Wind. We see her hunting in the moonlight, clad in snow-white fur, bearing crystal armor, her blade arrows sparkling with frost. This goddess, as mother of ideas, blows a strong wind your way. She is a skilled and powerful communicator and can be invoked for meditations and clearing the air of misunderstandings, dissolving tensions and resolving trust issues, understanding, insight, and perception, as well as good listening and keen observing. We learn from her sharp tongue how to confront, negotiate, and solve problems. She represents the midwife of the mind, nurturing, sustaining, and organizing in realms of thought. A tilted or reversed position indicates the diplomacy and tact may be needed when communicating with others. She was a little tilted, so keep that in consideration. Your confirmation skills could use a brush up or further study. And that was Skadi, the North Wind, Mother of Blades, Libra. And what I saw in that card um, was her sitting on the swan. So there's a lot of swan energy in this. And I ask you to do your research and look up what the swan is about. And there are a total of 4 of them. Appears to be, one is either going right in front of her or she is riding it. And the other 3 are in the background. And she has 3 arrows, I guess, which serve as her swords. And she has a shield, which means she's blocking some winds. And she's doing what she needs to do. She also has a white crystal around her neck, and she is ready. She's in tune with her environment and her climate. She's in tune with nature. And she's ready to do battle. And she is of the mind. Remember this. So these are your mental communications that happen inside of you, that you need to address. When you need to go deep within yourself and defend yourself, your higher self, that you know that you are, but your lower ego says, Skadi, the North Wind, Mother of Blades, Libra, balance, is here to tell you that you are able to defend yourself now, that you are able to stand up to those voices in your mind, in your head, that you've been holding on to, that have told you for the longest time that you are unworthy, that you aren't ready, that you're less than, that all the things that hold you back, that you have allowed to be the dominant force, the dominant wind. Skadi is here, and I hope I'm saying that right, is here to battle for you. She's here to step in. She's here to communicate with those other parts of yourself, those fractured, damaged, splintered, fragmented parts that hold all your pain and all your dis-ease and all your uncertainty and doubts and fears. And she's saying, before you can let these pieces and parts of you go, you need to have communication with them, because you're not expelling them, you're freeing them. And that's really a lot of what Mama had me wanted to share with us today. When we confront our deepest parts, there's a transformation that takes place on every level that's possible, on a cellular level, on a molecular level, on a physical level, on a mental level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, on a universal level. So it is about each one of us coming to terms with ourselves. And that is the wealth. That is the abundance of 2014. That is the destination of the journey. That is the path. That is the place. And we walk in our own ways. We walk it with our own voices. We walk it with our own mind and our own spirit. And it's up to us to integrate all those parts and ways. And instead of holding on to the burden and the weight of mental garbage, of all of these things that we have told ourselves and have been told and reinforced and empowered. It's time to allow those pieces and fragments to be free, to go free, to go free, to free them. We no longer need to hold on to those things in order to define who we are inside. We are coming upon a time where all of that sight needs to be gone. The new way to see now is insight. Insight comes from within, and it goes back inside. You're looking in and you're looking from within. I hope that makes sense. That's what Spirit said. So it is what it is. Meditate on it. If it doesn't resonate with you, or if it's not for you, let it go. I'm pinching myself and I don't know why. There's so much going on right now, energetically and spiritually, and I am doing a lot of healing work on my own and for myself and for us. And it is amazing all the information that's coming forth. Many of you are letting go of things that no longer serve you. And I want you to know that we will lose many in this coming time. And I want to say that those that we lose, they have fulfilled their contracts. Their energy is still here to guide us. We can still connect with them anytime we want. But their physical presence has moved on. It's no longer material. The essence. See, my flesh houses my essence. And yes, I can change my wigs and I can show you my real hair. I can do so many things. But if I don't know who I am without this wig, without this makeup, without the clothes, without my little doodads, what do I have? What do I know? Who am I? What is my wealth? What is my abundance? What is my purpose? Who do I serve? One of the things that Mama has taught me is when we serve ourselves, we are serving her. Because when we believe that we are worthy of the luxury of loving, hear me? The luxury of loving and being loved, it creates a whole new energy. It empowers a self that has always existed but never knew how to emerge fully in this 3D in the 3D frequency that once existed. But it is now ready. The light, the solar influences, the planets aligning. The time is now. The abundance is now. Understand what I mean by abundance. I'm not speaking material wealth. I'm speaking spiritual wealth. That is what I consider wealth. Because when you have achieved this spiritual wealth, all else is added to it. All else comes. All else you attract it, you know? You attract all things to you by your attitude, by your needs, by your manifestation and willingness to manifest. Some of the things that um, surfaced for me today, and I'm trying to bring them back up because I went through this long meditation, and some of them have receded and will probably come up in later times in poetry and in music and blogs and conversations and everything else. But I want to ask you to set your intentions. Let your intention for this year be to expand. And with that expansion, expand your range of beliefs. Expand your range of acceptance. Expand your ability to let go of things, people, places, energy that no longer serves you, that is a burden, that is a weight, that is a psychic vampire, that sucks the life force away from you. Find what replenishes you. Find what replenishes you on a spiritual level, basis, foundation, and build and expand from there. But you have to set your intent. You have to set your intent. You know, New Year's, everybody says, oh, I have a New Year's resolution. I've resolved to do this. That's nice. I'm glad you've come to a resolution, a solution. But I want you to go deeper than just your resolution. I want you to set your intention. And I want you to understand the power of words. The words that come out of your mouth, the word that the mind speaks. Very powerful. In the beginning was the word. Okay? The words give birth to everything. The words give birth to the thoughts. The words allow the thoughts to be processed, the desires to take fruit, to seed, and to grow, and to take root. One of the things we have to do is to let our roots anchor us. Our roots, no matter what our ethnicity, no matter what the color of our skin, no matter what our belief system, no matter of the location that we are on this planet, we came from one source, one womb, one mama. We are all connected. We are all connected. And that is going to have a great unraveling this year as well. I'm not going to sit up here and make predictions because Mama didn't tell me to do that. So I'm not going to do what Mama didn't tell me to do. But she did tell me to have this conversation and getting back to the intention. It is our intention that determines so much that happens in our lives. Even if it didn't come out the way you intended it to come out, because we cannot control everything. We can only control our intent. We can only control our thoughts, our actions, and our deeds. We can't control someone else's. We can't control someone else's mood. We can't control someone else's life circumstances. You know, your ego can say, oh yes you can do this, and you can play the game. Get into that's the world of the system. I don't want it. If you step in there, you're in there, okay? If you step out, stay out. Don't switch back and forth. Don't sit on the fence with it. That's nasty. That's like a dog going back to his vomit. You know? Either you're in the system or you're out. It can't be both ways. You know, it can't. Either you are this conscious spiritual person, or you're becoming that conscious spiritual person, or you're not. You're dead asleep. You know, and some are here. We love you so much and we want you to wake up. But we have to focus on ourselves every day. We have to be vigilant. We have to be vigilant because guess what? We still contain and have not gotten rid of this ego mind. And we're still housed inside this delicate flesh that we have not learned to become symbiotic yet with. The spiritual parts of ourselves need to become symbiotic with the physical and the emotional and the soulful and the mental. And those are the dots that need connecting. I've been saying connect the dots for the longest time. And these are the dots that need connecting most. And if you can work on connecting these dots in the year 2014, you will manifest your treasures. You will understand your birthright. You will understand your connection to all. You will know what love is. You won't have to question it. And you won't have to chase it. And you won't have to look for it. It will find you. It will find you. And it will allow you to breathe in a manner that has been the fairy tales of lore of the ages, what we have sought to get to. You know, so many times we get so caught up and wrapped up in the physical that we forget that there's more to us than this flesh. You know, there's more to us than this. There's the unseen that resides within. It's a flame. It's a flicker. It's a stream of water. You know, it's elemental. And it flows. And it flows from spirit. It flows, I call it Mama. Some call it the Great Spirit, some call it God. There's so many names. Only one energy, but so many names. When you follow that, when you become one with that, when you allow yourself to function at that frequency, amazing things start to happen. Inside of you and outside of you and around you. And you call sacredness to you. It's drawn to you because you're purifying your vessel. When you are able to let go of your burdens, when you're able to let go of what worries you, when you're able to let go of your limited thinking, miracles happen, because that is what you have opened the door for. You have said, okay, show me, show me, show me. I'm open. You want to flow through me? I'm open. Use me for your will, not mine. Your will. And there's such a big difference. Oh, sorry to shake this, but there is such a big difference. Once you get centered in this space, and once you taste the sweetness of it, you realize how much you've been missing, and it was right in front of your face, and you couldn't see it because you weren't open. You had too much baggage. You had too many memories. You had too many stories you were hanging on to. And yes, those stories carry your truth, and they carry your pain, and they carry your bloody little child, the hurt child whose feelings were just slammed in the door, the child who was yelled at, the child who was innocent but who got in trouble anyway, the child that sees the injustices in the world and knows that this is wrong, and everybody around us is sleeping, and I'm the only one that sees this. And if I speak on it, if I say on it, if I act on it, I'm shut down. We can no longer do that. No longer shut yourselves down. No longer shut your children down. Look at them and understand that they are divine expressions. And they are here learning to express themselves in a human way, but in a way that we have never been able to express ourselves, because we came from different generations, from a different planetary alignments and different energy areas and different abilities to consume this energy. These little ones nowadays, they have a much higher vibration than we ever did. We have to catch up. and that comes with understanding who we are as divine beings. And as divine beings, we have to know that we are whole. Just like an acorn, little bitty acorn contains everything that it needs to become a tree and to produce its own acorns. That is us. And we are here in this time now to bring great change. But that change has to begin within. And this is the year of the horse. And I did a little bit on it on Facebook last night, which was New Year's Eve. But I want everyone to connect with horse energy. Horses were given divine abilities. Their senses is very heightened. They are travelers. Okay? And their energy and their spirits is so powerful. And understand that each one of us has that energy inside of us to a certain extent. And we can expand that energy or we can shut it down. We are made of the billions of stars that decorate the skies, decorate the universe. We are from that source. We are from that composition. And plants were here first, then the animals, then us. There is a hierarchy, and that hierarchy has to be understood. And once that hierarchy is understood, there is a connection that takes place with all. There's a communication, back to Skadi, that takes place with all. And starting off in the north, I guess, letting this north winter wind bring about this blanket of heat underneath the earth that we need to align ourselves and to get ourselves focused and get ourselves ready for this new year and to bring about the changes that we need. And all those who are grieving for lost ones and for those who will be lost this year, my heart goes out to you. Goes out to you because I know what physical loss is. The loss of loved ones. It's not an easy state to be in. It's not an easy place to be in. And I'm starting to feel it. I don't want to go there. I ask that you understand that energy never leaves. Their essence will never leave you. Just like your essence will never leave this dimension. It will always, you have imprinted it by being here, by being born, by your sperm and egg connecting and making you. You have imprinted yourself upon this world. That's how special you are. And knowing that you control the interactions with all that exists. You are given a caretaker role, but you're nourished by all the other forces as well. It's very important for us to understand. We've been taught so much about death that is wrong, that frightens, that scares, that we don't want to age, we don't want to get old, we don't want to. I embrace my maturity. When I look at this wig, I see silver. I don't just see blonde. I see the chrome. I embrace her. I embrace her with all my being and all my beingness, especially in this coming year, because there's going to be so much change that comes about, and I'm just so pleased, and I'm pleased that Spirit has chosen me to give this to you. So I have done what I needed to do. I've shared, and again there will be much more coming forth this year. Love yourselves. It's very important. It's very important to get in touch with you, to know who you are, to know what you feel, not what somebody else feels or how someone else taught you how to feel. That's pathology. That brings dis-ease, dysfunction. Clarify your thoughts. Clarify your words. Clarify your feelings, or you're going to miss out. You're going to be left behind. You're going to lose out on that which your soul hungers and thirsts for. And that's universal connection with the all. But if you're stuck in doubt and fear, then that's like a tar, a muck that you can't rise out of. You can be an elephant. And if you are in that muck, it's got you. And it can kill you. You starve because you can't get out of it. You can't move forward from it. Be like water. Learn to flow. Be like fire. When something comes at you, burn it away. Burn it to ashes. See it dissolve and melt and float away as ashes. Don't store it within yourself. Give it back to nature. And that's one of the things 4D and 5D is all about. It's about the frequency and geometry and learning to turn things into other things. It is about the alchemy of life, death, and rebirth. The Trinity. The Trinity. The Holy Trinity. Life. Life, death, and rebirth. There we go. Life, death, and rebirth is the Holy Trinity. Mother, Father, Child. Rebirth is always the child. In so many cosmologies, we have the sacred triangle, that sacred directions. Birth, death, rebirth. 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 Yes. So, again, archaeology is going to show us much this year as it did in this past year. And we're going to, history is going to change. Because so many are going to stand up and say, we are tired of the lies. That is not what happened, and you've been teaching this for centuries. And look at what you've caused to happen to the human family because of it. We are reclaiming the human family. The essence of it is love. Unification. Not separation. Not conquering. Not division. Not competition. But the uniting. The unification. Okay, that's it. And namaste. And Happy New Year. I look forward to this year so much. Some things personally for me, I feel the need to share. I went to the doctor yesterday, and I have, in these 17 years, lost over 300 pounds. That's 3 people, guys. That's how much stuff I was carrying around, okay? When I say you let it go, believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I no longer choose to embed those feelings inside of myself, whether they are shame, guilt, hurt, pain. No. I give it to the universe. I dissolve it with water. I let it flow. I burn it with fire. I give it to the sisters, wind, to the air. I let the earth take it back. Compost it, mama. We are shown the way. We only have to listen. We only have to listen. And when we begin to listen, it becomes so much easier. It's so much easier, and you become aware that your connection to everything, to everyone, and it gets really deep the more you let go. So, that's it. And be loved, be blessed. This is Mother with Wisdom, and Spirit gave me that name, and I'm so grateful. And I allow myself to flow with her wisdom and overflow to you. Happy New Year. Happy 2014. Claim your birthright. Live an abundant life as you were designed to. If you are here and in this time period, you have transformative powers. You don't transform the world outside. You don't transform your children. You don't transform your lover. You don't transform your crush. You transform yourself. You transform yourself. And the world adapts to you. You create your own heaven or hell. I don't want hell anymore. I've had enough of hell, okay? I gave 300 pounds to hell, and I have some more pounds to give to hell. And that is the exchange. That's the energy exchange. When we give our stories away, when we give our stuff away, when we give our junk away, when we give our, shit away, our hands are open and we're able to receive more. We're able to receive gifts that we want, not things that have been forced upon us or given to us, or placed upon our shoulders generationally, or with genetics or everything. Now you have the power to rewrite your DNA. You have the power to, by your mind and your words and your intentions, to impact a force field that has been designed to keep you out when it is your birthright to be within. But you have to have the right armor on, spiritual armor. We have used our physical armor to create walls that we can't even move in and out of. Those physical walls have to be knocked down. They have to crumble like the walls of Jericho. They have to come down. Those are barriers that keep us from our spiritual inheritance. And only you can blow that horn and have those walls come down. Only you can let go of what is within. Only you can release your storehouse of junk. Okay? Only you can do that. Do it for yourself. You're worthy. I guarantee you, the more you get rid of balance, Libra, you don't give and not receive. Okay? You have to give. Give your stories away. Give your self-doubt away. Give it away. Let it go. It doesn't serve you. It harms you. It doesn't heal you. It drains your energy from you. It drains, it feeds upon your spirituality. It feeds upon the mama within you from that spark. It dims it and it tries to put it out. But the more you let go of that energy, the higher the flame that of Mama can burn within you, the more the waters of creation are allowed to flow through you. Okay. I can go on and on, so I'm not. I'm going to end this now. And I just want to say, for the last 1000th time, Happy New Year. And may you be blessed with your birthright, with obtaining it and understanding it and gaining insight into who you are. And may you know the riches of your original selves I bow to you. And as I bow to you, I bow to us. And I bow to me, because we are one. And as I know me, I learn more about you. And as I learn more about you, I began to see so much about myself that I didn't learn. Even if it's negative, I'm able to understand what Libra, the balance, Ma'at, is all about. It's always the duality. Ma'at is the duality. It is the two scales. And when those two scales are merged into one, then we become Homo spiritus and not Homo sapiens any longer. So we're saying that is the gold. That is the transforming lead into gold. That is the philosophy and the philosopher's stone, all written into one. We just have to get there and connect with the frequencies that are here, because they are for us at this time. They have, I want to use the word waited, but they said no, waited is not the right word, because time to them isn't what it is to us. So everything is happening as it's supposed to. We, just like the stages of the fetus inside the womb, just like the stages of a child up until toddlerhood, until preteen, until teen, until adult, all the way to grown, to old age. There's a process, and we have to be patient with the process. None of us are perfect. We all contain dross. We all have our stories. We all have been influenced by this system. You cannot live here and say you've not been influenced one way or another by this system. Even if you don't belong here, you're still influenced by it. Okay, that's going a little bit too deep, I'm telling so. Okay. Alright. Namaste, everybody. I love you, and peace and blessings for 2013. If you have any questions, or you want to find me or chat with me, or I don't do the chat thing, I'm sorry, that's the wrong word, I won't say chat, but you can come to my Facebook page, Mother with Wisdom, MUTHA-WITWISDOM, Mother with Wisdom. I also have a new page for big girls like me. It's called Voluptuous Investments. I'm trying not to be so spiritual on Voluptuous Investments. I'm just trying to, that's the place where you go to do your healing, where you go to get your affirmations, where you go to see bodies like yours so you can learn to love yourself. I'm still working on my website. It is still in construction. the new date for launching everything, I guess, when everything will finally be ready, and the culmination of all of it will be March the 21st, and that is my mother's birthday. It's also the spring solstice. So I'm getting everything ready for then. Stay tuned. And I'm going to be coming out of my closet, so to speak. Coming out of my closet of shyness. Like I said, it's been 17 years. And in these 17 years, I have healed so much of what I needed to heal. I've come to know myself on a deeper level. And I know what I'm ready to share, what I'm ready to give away, and what I'm ready to keep. So, with saying all of that, I hope to hear more from you. I hope this serves you as it serves me, because I will be coming back to it again when needed. It is what it is, people, and it's beautiful. It's life, and life is about love, and it's about loving yourself in all of your many ranges, dimensions, physical, spiritual, emotional, mental. Connect the dots, people. Love you.